Most sports card collectors focus on rookie card investing, and understandably so. Rookie cards, after all, are the currency of sports card investing. But in today's video, I want to talk about another form of sports card investing, and this one might not only be safer than rookie card investing, it might also be more lucrative. First, we'll cue the intro. Today's video is going to focus on investing in sealed wax, hobby boxes, blaster boxes, that sort of thing, and why it's sometimes better to hold those boxes than it is just to buy individual rookie cards. We're going to look at some perks, and then we're going to look at some specific boxes that I am buying right now. But first, a big favor, I've been paying more attention to the YouTube channel analytics, and it seems like only a very small percentage of the people who are watching our videos are actually subscribed. We have been giving away boxes to subscribers. We gave away 3 boxes over the last 2 weeks, so it'll benefit you just by hitting the subscribe button. There's a chance you can get some free sealed wax out of it to invest in, or to rip. It's up to you. All you have to do is just click the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and then ring the notification bell so you get notified when we post any of our videos. And a lot of them are time sensitive, so you want to ring that notification bell just so you don't miss out on this sensitive info. Before we look at the boxes I'm buying right now and the logic behind them, I want to talk about just a couple reasons why buying sealed boxes is better than rookie cards. And no, I'm not going to say ever in this entire video that it's better to buy sealed boxes than rookie cards. I think if you're investing in sports cards correctly, you probably have a bit of both. Some sealed boxes and some single cards. There's no pick one or the other, it's just here's reasons to consider sealed boxes. And the main reason is just you're investing in an entire rookie class. If you think Trae Young is the best rookie from the 2018 class and is going to have the best career, then maybe you just buy Trae Young rookie cards, but maybe you're also wrong and Trae's career doesn't shake out the way that you anticipate. If you buy 2018 boxes to set on, then you also have Luka, you have Jaren Jackson Jr., you have SGA, you have a lot of other rookies that are going to collectively keep that value up. Even if you're just trying to do some quick season flips, if you're buying Trae Young and he hurts his ankle and he misses the vast majority of the season, then his cards are going to dip, but the other guys in that class will keep the sealed boxes elevated in price. On top of that, another thing that makes boxes cool is that they lose population over time. It's just the nature of sports cards. People open cards. I'm just making up numbers here, but maybe Panini prints 20,000 Joe Burrow Prism Silvers, and there's always going to be 20,000 Silver Prism rookie cards of Joe Burrow. But if they print 20,000 sealed boxes, people are going to open those boxes. Half of them will probably be ripped within the first year of release, so the population of those boxes is going to go down. That causes more scarcity, and that's going to elevate the price over time. No matter what class or what box it is, the number's always progressively falling. The other thing I like about investing in sealed wax is there's still a lot of dealer's choice behind what you invest in. It's just like buying singles. You pick brand, year, and player, but you still have the creativity and the freedom to pick between brands and between rookie classes. You can buy 2018 Topps baseball, you can buy 2019 Donruss football. There's a lot of freedom, and it can be overwhelming, but if that's the case, we've got you there too. So the CardLines team has actually ranked the best brands to invest in by sport. So if you go to cardlines.com and just type in best brands or best releases by insert your favorite sport, you're going to find our articles. I wrote the NBA and NFL one. So this is actually one I just updated this morning, but all the articles are basically the same. We, at the beginning, lay out the foundational logic for what you should look for and what you should try to avoid when it comes to investing in boxes, and then it gets into the actual rankings. So I count down the best ones, the best cards to buy, and prices factored in. Obviously, Prism, Optics, Select, National Treasures, all those brands are pretty expensive, but they're not as expensive as Flawless, which at $10,000 to $15,000 per box, not a lot of people can afford, so I put it number 7 on the list. It might be the best card made every year, who knows? But just because of the price, I factored it in. So this list includes both super high-end and pretty low-end cards, and no matter what you're looking to invest in when it comes to boxes, you can probably find something on this list, and I would start with this list if you're trying to invest in a sealed product. And now, let's talk about CardLadder. What is CardLadder? It is the best software for tracking the value of cells, and I've been using it for a long time. But here's where it gets exciting. CardLines just actually became a partner of CardLadder, and we just got permission to show these graphs on our videos. So now you're going to get to see a lot more of this, and I'm going to be able to more clearly unpack my logic for investing. I use this thing all the time. The sales history and the sales data chart are my favorite things to do because you can see who to buy, when to sell, what sports are moving. There's also indexes here where you can can see by sport how everything's moving. It's cool. It helps really visualize like off-season dips and whatnot. You can see sales history for particular cards, and you can even compare cards. So if you have 2 cards of the same player, or maybe you have the same card of 2 different players and you want to see how the relationship fares over time, you can track that, and it shows different recent sells, so you can really have great trend lines. That said, if you want to take advantage of Card Ladder, there is a 15-day free trial on us, and just click the description link below to sign up and get started on that, and I don't think you're going to regret it. I use this thing daily, and I'm so excited to be able to include it in videos now. So how do you use it? For me, at least for the sake of what we're doing here, we're talking about boxes to invest in. You go to sales history, you click on this, it's going to pull different recent sells for the box, and then in this bottom right corner it shows a chart. So this is the all-time chart. You can also zoom in and say I want a 2-year span. That's where we're going to start. So right now, 2018, as I mentioned in the beginning, is my favorite brand for basketball investing, just because I think there's 2 top 10 players in the league, in Luke and SGA, and then of course Trae Young's flirting with like a top 20 spot, and then Jaren Jackson Jr. is the reigning defensive player of the year, and if he ever stays healthy for an entire season, he could have an even more impactful season than he just had. So one of these guys is going to win an MVP, and quite often, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the 2018 guys is in at least the conference finals every year for the next 10 years. That is very possible. And when you can see, like, the prices fall during the off season up here, and then they always spike when, over the last couple of years, Luka and Trae have been in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. So when they hit the conference finals, this box spikes. And right now the boxes are selling, you're looking at about $3,000 on the dips. And as you can see, if you look at the all-time chart, these have been up as high as like $7,500, but they constantly are tapping this $5,000 mark. So if you can buy these boxes, my current price right now I'm looking for is about $2,500. And if you go to the recent sales, we're going to say 6 months, it looks like it's really flirting with that line. So I think if I can pick them up at $2,500, I would not be surprised at all if they hit $5,000 as like a target sell price. If you're not looking to spend that much, can't blame you. NBA Hoops is another great alternative. This is like the low end. Donruss is another one, but Hoops is a good classic one that is probably the least expensive basketball product that is licensed in their gear. So as you can see here, the trend lines look about the same. You're getting peaks when Luka or Trae is in the conference finals, and then it's kind of currently falling back to earth, especially during a sleepy offseason. So over the last couple years, a good buy-in price here would be about $400, and if it gets to $400, I'm going to be snatching these up. Just treat it like a stock market with trigger prices, and if you can get to $400, put these in your watch list and bid $400 on all the auctions. If it goes over, hey, don't worry about it, but if you get it, then I think it's going to be a good long-term hold. Historically, this one has averaged well above $400, so if you can pick up at that amount, buy 2 or 3, and then sell it $800, $1,000, even $650, you're going to make a very good profit. So what about football? Same thing here. 2020 is my favorite football class. Much like the NBA, I think the conference championship games can include a 2020 quarterback for the rest of time. I'm convinced. Joe Burrow, Herbert, Tua, Hurts, there are so many good quarterbacks, plus Justin Jefferson, and this just has an incredibly deep rookie class. And you can see during Burrow's Super Bowl run, there was a spike. During Hurts' Super Bowl run, there is another spike, and there's so many top quarterbacks in this brand that I just feel really good about investing in it. So my current price right now that I'm trying to buy this box at is about $400. I think just throughout the playoffs, this box could get to $550 or $600, and it's a very low-end paper brand, but Donruss is just a great box for investing long-term. The 2020 boxes, I'm just thinking, as talented as the classes, these could just be progressively worth a ton. And then, just like with the basketball, Prism is the brand that I'm most likely looking to buy. It's just going to be more expensive. It's the more expensive alternative here. So you can see the spike, Burrow's Super Bowl run, Hurts' Super Bowl run, and then imagine what this would look like if either one of them would have won the Super Bowl. Like, would have been even higher. But it seems like it's kind of plateaued around the $2,000 mark. I'm looking to buy it $1,700 because I think this one's going to get to $2,500 to $3,000 very easily when one of those guys makes a deep playoff push again. And again, this is a box that I could see being worth $5,000 to $6,000 in the future. Of course, Panini's no longer going to be printing them, but I think Topps Chrome is probably going to be the most popular NFL product from Topps, at least with mass appeal. And this is the closest alternative from the era where Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and all those other great talented quarterbacks have rookie cards. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something about investing in sealed boxes, and be sure to watch another one of our videos while you wait for our next release.